ABC akọ ediafa ABC ready the in question of the day na fi and twas na de one year dinner by CR7 no ho abasem okay open aba. Yeah, question of the day, no. Na yede way ana eba nemum Dr. Amuzu Adaroma Amuzu P ana techre Amuzu P draw make come for the amase no ana be boa ama dwumadie bi awudi bi ase nem yare ana wo yo ba wate bi be man so wanya bi ebi ono ma odwon so a wote ya wo be me mo ban so o discharge no ma whitish bi ene ade ni nyina no wonya Amuzu P ni bia ebe boa na yi nem yare ni nyina no ade afrio adama Dr. Amuzu Adaroma and a day in the question of the day, and so a day by an anope was say was the red card given to Cristiano Ronaldo against Ireland 2 hash. It was a question, and the anope said, Portugal, woman. Ireland game and no course no Ronaldo the red card view game no na Ronaldo and Radian easy cry womu huru no pa ma na hadwin na CR7 na yebu say red card no uni say na 2 hours referee no say odi kama na yellow ana osakọ va ana va no ka say the red card ana omo the red in the bar Emma Ronaldo nti yebu say uni say 2 hours ana about time Ghana for
and the Ghana for Argentina on post national we say a branch and the other kojo SMS 2 hash and a kojo Sam and so team there by John Awuni good morning afa Rexford Black and so say please games code for today ebeba na botre obi awo de opeo Justice Kwesi and so I say good morning more update on Liverpool and Odiaba Kofi Atman Blackman say good morning watching live in Pick Farm in Accra and also etumi ede aba post na say en komo ana de tense ye didia branch and the pedro wa Madina Cruz say he deserves it 100% and also etumi de aba fei ma say Ofosu Elizabeth and so say he sees my mentor Cristiano Ronaldo has turned football into wrestling. Yes, he deserves the red card and odiaba okay a branch and Muhammad Salah and so say are we the referees over? Okay, we boy. As he deserves it. Okay, even black card cry. What's in Kedemano? Kwame Mafu. SSA right call by the referee. Nana Iyao. SA well deserved. Yes, well deserved. SSA a branch a red card. No, now we say yeah, Emmanuel. We say this one the cry. Not that is a red card. And then for Bill, I am ample. I say he deserves more than 200 red cards. And I also dia banana yao more than 200 red cards and also dia banana yao also say of course elbow the incident there and then you look at the red card and also etum dia man say and yet 2 hash say the red card the man no Ogidi Brown Junior see straight red card and Ogidi Brown one also etum dia ba Kokua Piasi no it wasn't a straight red card. Afei Kwame Freddy as he deserves it 100%. Patrick Asamoah Kodie as yes Afei Ernest Martin as 100% no. And Odiaba Omampani Talibo West and so say master it's not a red card though. Okay. No so etumi Ediaba Afei Mawusa Kwame Junior say yes he deserves it. And Kwame so Ediaba. Okay, Kojo Sam say 2 hours so and no Kojo the day about Junior Lane say Supremo keep the fire burning. Okay, Ken Ford say Ken's Ford say it was 2 hours. Okay, and what the Nana Ajay ni Mako Obrimpon say yes, and what they and also Abba Oyibo Boatin say from Nirebehi was it go Black Stars no and so the Abanana Back Ghost he say more red cards and confirm and more could Joseph say well deserved and no and so they amen and pay appear pop can say Atasha Ronaldo I don't know and so Adiaba Tommy Lee GH not 2 hours or about time I don't know so Adia to a tree Adi Amen Hano Pay or and so I didn't share a B and no nano pay you don't some a day by and betway no you the coats no a mouth and Anu Pay Nafi you said you know Amabisia Copa and say ye Fabi Bikaka na and Yamansu a Kamanchi Yamfa Yam betway coats na Yam Famra na the Kano 17 hours. Okay.
17 nom BW2
150
F4
B6
BW2
150
F4 B6 and here 17. Here to also 13 also BW2 150 FC 0A BW2 150 FC 0A here to also 12 BW2 151 00 D6 BW2 151 00 D6 you try to 10 BW2 152 0F AD BW2 152 0F AD 10 odds.
Okay.
No ti nyamen kai hona omwai na omai green light no na bibia nso nko kama na ye person room self contain ewo kentin krono kopim kwamo area hono say wo single room self contain wa na wa me aswati number ni ni frɛ na my location yemra agent ni
no agent
dia shewa we firu na wodan a agent so na links na no shi na wo forma intonka ana
and
okay 0244 833 725 0244 833 725 Kentin Chrono around Kentin Chrono kopim kwamo area ho or single room self container na wabwa yenua yenua hia emwapa na bibia nso etimi aye kamanti expectation bibia nso ebe kama pa
okay
bibia be France bibia ni obi
ene Mr Prince AC we say na oda
okay
AC oda nti
counter
yes
yeah we
happy birthday come on be anyankopon sha no
yes okay afeni and draw no aba ABC game no draw no eni two trabia na onso bompa say let be p do 6 5 4 3 2 1 draw no ana e baninti eni ketua bi nke ya nyasem okay XID geya timiza ba CID XID ana by XI SI so ujina udi apiem wa de bia na SI
mi ni
e utwa be ya ka mienu na ka mienu na aboyo
no ka ko
ujina na SI
ya bo ho bebre ama
adi SID iti utwa bia wadi wonsem no ene e tina ma try Capo na ma hwe se si inu pino beba unu zo be so a na ya we si benya kakra why
mate
bibia no
Alessa Samo obiri makwekwe as a monitor you won cry
okay
from a Santa Barbara striker makwekwe obiri
jana no
obiri
okay jana no pia kwa mo na aba na ya to so police inspector Linda Kusiampofo our Jinkotoku police station yen cha na no pia issue speedy recovery na men kan opa service with integrity. Please for no ye nam for yen chamna no pia kwa no na afi ye the foreign news atoaso Wontumi sports buffet is airborne
Angwa juma no you Yame wo hoda se uji dia obeya juma asachre ni no you Yame wo hoda se uji dia obeya juma ye bompaye shamachi shra Yehowa elahenu Yehowa ekat we ahata et Yehowa Elohika bika luvika uvika na veshika uvika miyodika tode yashach Todi Yasak. In English, in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Capo. Capo chairman. I feel like chairman.
Yes.
Got time table who has some messages and a bench no be say, hey, oh, chairman, yeah, dear pass, say what me assemble. I just quite be coming home, and papa, me.
For free. And I feel Wontumi TV, no, you're damn live, or you're Wontumi TV live on Facebook, and I feel you're Jubediano, take a time, satellite, and also our TV, and also YouTube, and also you're Wontumi TV live, and also you're so I just Jubediano, streaming the fast. I don't want some no, Emma Nano pay, young starting afe, young fat, and some of them are young starting Italian national team, no, Girano Gattuso, and then Ranch and Enra, Womo Egabro Basso, Emma Italy, Womo Bomodem, and Sushi, you know, Nanya Sameto, Mancini, no, and after Exposito, woman a Bontrano, after Emma the Italian national team, Yadem and a Salata Srinano, at the Banes Enra, Italy, na and Yamanson, Ejina, so Tima Wonuma, Nanya Sameto, and Gattuso, Second Bias World Cup in a day, I had the Italian national team, no, and some Ebako Pionafe, one Ejumadi, some Echmacoso, Nagatuso, and some Kakra, to Ganado, to Janano, and they said Gattuso, Pala was as a FIFA, one criteria, one and some other qualified national teams, no, and the World Cup, and Yafe, Ninian also do South America, one more 6 teams automatically, one more qualified and some other World Cup, no, not for the 7 team, Akobo playoff, and yes, and some Anatia, our Europe, Nadia, Woma Yimu Pampe, Archers and no, and on some more day compared to South America, Kwamo Faso, and some ultimate qualified to World Cup, no, Woman journey easy, as one criteria, and a criteria, woman and some day qualified for World Cup, no, or compared to the European teams, which means a difference, no, and some that was 3 years, woman so wrestle more Kobo playoff, nothing, and we are coming, and Norway, our group, no, and woman D kind, our just in their points, you know, 21 points, and woman Italy, and 18 points, Israel, one more 9 points, and after Estonia, and some our 4 points, Moldova, our just a point, our table, no, Yatem, I want 70 say now, woman, and some table, no, Koya Gattuso, and some Napala, I don't 70, I know, at the Emma Nano pay, our son, so Mamenko in the Spain, woman campaign, Namame Ferran Torres, Nenin Como, I could die in some Kakradia to Danan Koma, and also Nekoso, our Spain, woman national team, a camp, and it's annual press conference, and so course on an interview, boya, your friend is a Ferran Torres, Koya, Ninano, Ayarias or Dua, Yebusan in 70 a day, was same or one half in 70 by one question, and it's a Lami Jama, or no. First question here, and was say on your surprise class or do in the press conference a person as here. Womuba Busano and Sama questioner buyer from Lami Jama and some that say was so dear Obetimia camp and so they say boy no I say were free camp and some echo and you woman and some there for Cosina Fe woman say players na woman available our camp no more you see woman then we man some much me come by now dear woman focus our team players woman and some our camp no and sama Abranche Ferran Torres no was there at 2 and 70 pino and some Madiaba Bromo Ebusano question about Lami Jama and some Nansam reporter Womo and some Ebusano Bako and it's advice Bena Yakaso no on Fama Lami Jama what day Ebamano and was advice Ben Wapra na Wapra dear Adaba Kwemia as a player met me a catch me yonko and the players on focus on therapy now for on my gym and some win no and a bet me a some every coffee no and some let me back come after say or deal with injury and no I am summer and a Ferran Torres said ya to the no ya dem na won some at the Emma Nano player and ya some to yanko Spain na fe yani and come mama former and the Spanish Football Federation one more president your friend Luis Rubiales one year na Luis a launch in the book Enra na the launch na all launch book ni no and ya say Enra one more our press conference conference na say say book awatro wono nso ebe church mu atren kofo na obi atobi enso na ma no na fe enuama ye kama mo press conference na say no mo nso obi ba obi na ebe na wan na ebe ya yesem man bi enso mo pie e press conference na say wokuta nkosua miansa na kosua de embia Ghana ha sa wonu obi nya problem ana sa utufia na obi ba unze akwai kuta kosua no oba one ida se ni pare be boldua na ze bia wono nso mo be jaw kwan de ama nananom ama nneoma nso na ya kama na kosua ya woni ade ba wode be den a obetu kosua ngati abo ene former federation president de Spain ya fendo Luis Rubiales enie na otu kosua anso mo anonomi na that TV so awuhwe otu kosua yi otu na why ya say ene former ene FA president and as a federation president ya fendo Luis Rubiales no onon yase ne wofa ne wofa ketwa se de koma no ya wofa sem na ne ade but ya ne wofa ya ne wofa ketwa ana be piemu a wono nso atimi ya sade no ze wo ma detain no enra amom de handcuff no aguni nsa wo mo chese police enso ensetimi aka no wo police custody we de ebe ya family issue ana ma sadi enso atimi bai because no ankasa ne wofa se ana se ne wofa ketwa na ja wono nso ade nkosua be bro na se police for no say oh please custody ya dem the sansem ni nyina no ade ba manfa say na ope bibia kosua de ukobodua ana ukọ ede enom kakre for ma de ba don sam no ade ba Ngolo Conte enra France national team no omo ensom ade omo tumade ne kama ema no pare ya don sam ade ba Branham Mbappe nom ensom na to atena na Ngolo no masa onyamre Ngolo Conte still or form ultimate and modemo enra will display our group amano so no na no on say almost a year nie anana Ngolo Conte yenhede hu no our national team no je waba achase ne nra ne dwumadi obedi against Ukraine obia bonabaso awomu trese World Cup ne de eden as a manager no enso edeboyi enso kwana se mani include awomu squad me say be ameford no awobetima yes adem Ngolo Conte ana for France womu national team la blue ayade onsam no azem ba drop him in Mbappe na yani komani and Mbappe say wabe the youngest player will reach 400 career goals since Pele and some oyasa bakosemi na yenya player bia oso a watimi ababe share 400 career goals osopa wabe the youngest ayade wonsam no and some the eba after say Pele and some oyasa records ni ade unia and some watimi ababe bia don some ni nyina no at the eba na won players womu and some reach 400 career goals with in the age our former Mbappe no 26 years 328 days and no at the 537 games and a star record what they total Leo Messi and after Ronaldo and some age one day equal 400 career goals Messi no 27 years 95 days or the 525 games and a reaching 400 career goals and Leo Messi and some no and after Ronaldo at the 28 years 335 days 655 games and a Ronaldo and some at the reaching 400 career goals in Takodawe no about the youngest and Mbappe and ya didn't say no at them Mbappe I will go see I will say and woman so say no crash our bed the youngest no crash say 400 goals in the one house pa our age and so after Pele why is our record now what is Ronaldo num enam 950 a womu 1000 Messi num some enam 800 and something a womu 900 career goals there and was yo menana Mateo na medianum notification bar ana mahite what has here was subscribing to obi channel na or drop a video na a drop ama onsa kazo what the bibi aba one na de sanity Ronaldo no de o madikan one no oya bibi as o bopono num ama o manzo nkofo bi ekọ na mo nsu bi de akire ameba e simple ademano enso matrasa de oye esane message ono nso nam kwa no so a oba eno e Mbappe nkomodidie no anu atem na kakrade tu dado nsam no ade Mbappe say World Cup no uji bi na usu awasa san abo against Argentina abrana usa na say kobiemo priority and say mo besaji and answer say the citizens World Cup ne there over in the countries o mo ba obia pese waje na omu in France no a movement womu so dia so tirim as a World Cup we womu be bo aje enya dia say ne womu ebedi agrom womu ramu semi final dan final and after trophy no womu ansam ebetimi aka eno ayen command Mbappe ade atudwa do nsam no enso modem anano pe e was sports and a buffet so e wo Wontumi 101.3 and after Wontumi TV live on Facebook ya dia ntuma dia ni nyina no enso mode e ba mame abrantia ya fa ne se Alan Hala wono so Mbappe eguso wo bunch na nakudai enso eguso ani goal ni nyina no on says say wono so dig season why no 30 goals and wono enso matimi asenti Ballon d'Or ne die e manfo kasem bia Alan Hala wasikwa no so and temper because say we goals our starting was dig season wa hete and 30 goal mark doing some no and so moteba our run into media was sign adema Norway man you man so much me come doing some no adeba fami run Norway for campaign nearly come Martin Odegaard enra e wo celebration e wo no woman ni wa campaign boss ni e ma chase ni man so me come demo na enya sem to yen join camp e wo Norway na ye hwe wo players after senra womu ansom eso mu game against Estonia na ni jenom awso adema Norway am I know 2 goals in nyina enso mate ema team no na omobode mo no ekonkan pa atase na utimi sanra na omugina Portugal so omugina mo so awatire emfifini animo ba bia na utimi se team no nso ebomoden enom Ireland and yade omu nsem pi no afem ba no paname catch so Ronaldo enso nya red card way aye gamer eno ekoso yade nsem pi de ba question of the day yebusa se na ugiri se red card Ronaldo enso nya na 2 hash anase na okay because referee no see project him no jamawa shada ke konachi na yawram na yahwe say the red card incident in by referee no e konachi kakram ojitum say na yellow card and wadema Ronaldo later and wakoye va and wakoye va no and wasi there be incident where the a red card incident and Ronaldo and so Ronaldo na born in some and so e born in some supporters no and so Ronaldo o mu hu no and so no wana before game enra you catch us Ronaldo so be a good boy oye interview no say o engineer say Ireland supporters ebe hu no nemum onu Ronaldo no obe good boy enti enra eno so meko so batenra wanti manya good boy ema Ronaldo nya red card yade ensem and so matema Ronaldo ensem no and yade pi atem ma na anope so no so na manager I friend say Roberto Martinez was say yanka ema obi ante say Ronaldo no obi a we discipline Ronaldo about 226 games afei and when ya red card atem ama Portugal and national team no ano na kire say Ronaldo no obi a we discipline enti mo am we say Ronaldo no we in discipline adem look already ne red card no ayamakoma 13 and wadi na mom oko Portugal national team na we first timer Ronaldo so say Portugal national team jersey when ya in a red card you bet Roberto Martinez manager so adema Portugal abra all defend Ronaldo all defend no I say we enya you bia man for KD Ronaldo atamni nyina no adia referee no so emode do ba bia was say referees no mo hwe ball ni ye na mo defend them the players no bi our pitch no so ani ansem efri odeba ya de ansem no play dem I ready I bet manager I finish Roberto Martinez way kwen fa so defend Ronaldo enra.
About the sending off, of course, which will be very controversial. It's funny, in the press conference last night it was spoken of. Hamir thought that in advance that Cristiano had affected the crowd in Lisbon and perhaps even the referee's mind. Do you think there were mind games at play pre-match?
No, I think it's difficult when I didn't feel that you get treated in the same way in the box. I think it was difficult for Cristiano. It's constantly there is pulling, shoving. I thought the defenders did what they had to do, but they were very, very physical. The moment that he's trying to get away from a defender, the reaction is a red card. I don't see it as a real violent action. I think it looks worse than it is with the image and the angle, but it happens. Frustration, I think, is a sign of that. Really cares. It doesn't accept what's going on in the game, and I think it was unfortunate with the action, but you need to remember it's the first red card in over 226 games for the national team, which tells you that is not a violent play at all.
But he is.
I know. Just Ronaldo and your violence because 226 games over. Fena Ronaldo and your red card. Was Ronaldo your violence? I don't play and some of country or defending Ronaldo na yentie and the Ireland manager no na Hemel and the Hog Grimson or your manager of the Ireland. Na what in some brad to do say Ronaldo action and run silliness. Lack of common sense, sabi foolishness, and or the to the next Ronaldo some way, and what the manager some way party, and what they because or say oh do better player D that red card with a silliness yentie manager. I friend say Mel Hogginson
with putting pressure on the referee, but listen, it had nothing to do with me. It was his action on the pitch that cost him a red card. Had nothing to do with me, unless I got into his head. This was just a moment of a little silliness for him, I would say. Maybe it's the fans. They make an amazing atmosphere. Probably get into the opponents. It's not many places with an atmosphere like here, so maybe it shocks them. Long may that continue.
Manager no somebody to drama for no do what I say and some no anoshi and some anoshi pa I want some and no name what in some no and so at to drabra came no pan we England fanra woman so promoting a game no 2 and we Bukayo Saka or promoting a go Arsenal players no a very chance say woman and some that promoting more Arsenal team na baso we come 2 players no and then woman so about 2 goals at England against Serbia game and some that baso and no I first goal 28th minute and Bukayo Saka and some I said the first goal day Emma Satim no and as England I want some no as Emma ne anope so no so na Saka de Amotemo the last 3 games at England no was against Wales and Latvia why 6 and against Serbia so no one and some as a goal and I want some no as Emma I was so no so no I dear for my dear but later sinina ya dem by about so na fia din komo I was in Jordan Pickford feel after say one so modern ball and Jimmy Anthony net and Rayabetie and a goalkeeper Jordan Pickford and Mademwa and Rakoso at the man and they said ye nay one of some like being clean feeling at the same.
Big pride, team collective. I see it time and time again. It's a basis of us as a football team. Is to have that stability at the back. It's a great trait to have, and there's one more to go yet. Just ourselves down, get ready for Albania on Sunday, and just to keep winning football matches. But we've got that basis of keeping clean sheets as well, and we can't get bored of doing that because that puts you in good stead. Yeah, big pride, team collective.
Some goalkeeper no ade atudwanti no e won some anya dema na anope wo show no so na akodano Nico Really and akodano so na make in first start of Emma England national team in the Montemo and na e kon kan pa because said enra na eman for Portuguese supporters yi esi ehwa na say akraya babe stay of Emma England one so na appearance edikai I was starting a day ama England any na say ana feeling city as a player when you first start at the ama England and national team.
It means so much, dream come true tonight. Having my family here watching at Wembley, making my England debut, yeah, it's a crazy feeling. I just tried to play my game. I'm surrounded by world-class players, so obviously that makes it easy for me as well. It's an aim for me to try and get there in the World Cup. Huge competition, but yeah, I've got to keep working hard, take game by game, day by day, and yeah, we'll see.
And some branch no area to the some no and ya dem and some play ba for 14 and some as an any ache so baba na fe or so betini dwumadie ama England and some national team na no AFL 14 in summer one area to the and the latest no and some at the na was say or ka amo biatem and so say edu ba bia na pressure I was so as would deliver especially NBA and the kwatena nchen aba oba no expectation and some I was so even at the club level and so so performance at the me and they call about national team and some money keep hard enough for training and they very hard said a bad piano one some the betimenya place our team no more now where's a World Cup for the and we man some the betimenya come doing something as the Emma and pay our so and as a metro breaking was a Black Stars gamer and across the Japan for no woman Black Stars cover say woman taking lead and pay 2-2 woman at Nabako and some not to attend the update and some not there but dropping England and manager Thomas Tuchel Nafe Jenny and come after send when 2-0 victory and some that it's Serbia the likes of Jude Nom and for Foden woman starting woman from bench and was saying do baby as a team no when you a strong squad not any team no very good now or come a players no obiate as a or no or do baby or player na wo di ego ato nchen na unim ball ne ball ye fe di obi so wo match na nchen na fe o mre so ne afra wa no abebo enya se meti nchen na wo ye nwimi ni ade eno ntimi mu ama England and so a team no modemo no enkonka wo se ese wonu as a manager no wonya headache our selection yentie manager Thomas Tuchel.
And that means that sometimes they're all big players in their club. They're all used to play. They're all disappointed. Everyone, this is normal, but they buy into this idea of building a team, and this is what we want, this is what we need. There is no other way around it. Only if we're a strong group who can put the ego behind, who can put the disappointment behind, and then contribute and give the coach a headache. This is not about building a starting 11. It's about building a team. And that means that sometimes they're all big players in their club. They're all used to play. They're all disappointed. Everyone, this is normal, but they buy into this idea of building a team, and this is what we want, this is what we need. There is no other way around it. Only if we're a strong group who can put the ego behind, who can put the disappointment behind, and then contribute and give the coach a headache. This is not about building a
coach the headache. Ego and no a manager our no coach England and national team no and what do we every Alaji Rafael Benitez the enim no e ye can say Premier League no mo no djumadia won so ebedi into coaching Alaji Rafael Benitez and some of the atuja and it says a current transfer window and ye evaluate players beat Zambia Gerard Steven Gerrard and Carragher Jimmy Carragher do we me come and it's currently no and Roberto Jimmy Carragher bears Zambia 20 million euros. Na wato ene Steven Gerrard around 180 million euros. I know Alaji Rafael Benitez nzama whatever to do na zemze man for say why Jimmy Carragher defe I watch say the Steven Gerrard no around 180 the value no and what them to do atin so ni na do and so de ba mame extiva Chelsea and some the player na kodano extra wanya very good start our Chelsea na ni na no and it's an confidence awanya our them upon the ball our Chelsea need to the players woman ya around him and after coaches no woman ya dear pa ni nyina say training na woman training and after said woman do woman djumadie and so e kopa no e different na adeba ko and so e different ya climate no said the weather and so city our London e different cra na kakra we rest ni obe adapt na after won so weather no and you might me akwa ma item na no na omo maboa no se players no aboa ne pasanso na coaches no woma boa no kakra na adaptation no enya base kikim na wadai enya fana mubehu ni djumadia ono so di o Premier League no ano ayedi no ade atodu ade onsam no ade man ne anope wo so no so na wonim sa sources yan second and say Eduardo Camavinga eno reporter ba ne say ni injury ne de nra ye kan wasam acho ne mom no mo trese very minor and said anya injury ene severe into reporter ba ne say player no so return at in any at Madrid na for no akwa to aso na fe ne rehab no wono akọ treating injury na fe enu am so akọ kama no Camavinga and ya denen sam no atem ba Unai Simon ade atuja na sama Unai Simon dey tuja nyina no and say goalkeeper ne de obi anim da wono anso wache na do kan say your goalkeeper bi o wiase a niche no a different cry e ba ne say ye more long balls e wa chire na yan flick ball and asem bia 101 yen sevia wasi goalkeeper bi ene wabeji ni din wada so ji ni din Thibaut Courtois wasi masa undoubtedly yeka goalkeeper were best ene asase so level no awosro Thibaut Courtois wase ball Courtois ntime nche no goalkeeper bia ni wa obetimi ache tieni ye se ya bobo bi na tonet ana Courtois san ball we partners wo ye hu bibi wase wa wo tenche na wo hwe ne de ya adwenkyira bi ana wo che nemo sa wo dambia na wo ye goalkeeper otimi sa ball we tonet Courtois ntimi anya wo hwe ne de goalkeeper bia ni wa o save no nso ebe yeye eno ayansama na United Simon no ade atudwade en 70 pd ma na ya tesa Barca nyame adoma wo mu ebekọ akọpẹ ene player January na ene Sove bi enso makoso eno Darius Paul wo mu anaye wo mu Sove wo mu chele striker bay ana nyame adoma Barca ebetimi assign na wo mu ye Sove ni di kan Julian Alvarez no enya 57% ese ne wonom ana wosoro likely sa Barca wo mu betimi assign no Hurricane enya 23%, Tan Young enya 17, Cameroon akoda no ana fesa wo Garasi enso enya 4%, yate awon samade 20% wise no wo mo trese Julian Alvarez player na me adoma striker likely say Barca ebetimi assign afa wakodi ni juma Spotify can new no branch fan Julian Alvarez yate awon samade bana udu ye kan say Brazola enye ise kra say Ancelotti ne the boys no enso adwuma omo game omo Senegal ebebo eno game ebeba so nyame adom chena ye wese sa match ni nyina no enso betimi abaso na de ya tene se training eno ekoso eno anopa me ka kireo anasa no pay our sports bite na me ka kireo se Ancelotti no wo ye bibi foforo our training grounds wo na always left back right back wo beresem ene Militao betimi aye nuama ba kumienu bi na nuama ye kama na ore possible 11 year yensam enso atimi aka enie na ore 11 anu oshipa o mame mfantu da se yete se Adelson ebedem asizwa wona dia so no anafe Alexandro enso ebebo Gabriel ebeje Marquinhos bejem Militao enso ebegina chire said ye kaso experimente e training no Casemiro bejem 15 afe o wesere nuama nso masitia Gomares obebo Rodrigo na Vini enso magina mu Extivao ebebo na afe Matheus Cunha enso ejem ewo chese nim ho ede Amada Brazil woman national team na dem ene salaita sirinyina enso ade banchi Ancelotti uni game no ho ene lineup no and yade ema nano pe na Lucas Paqueta another Brazilian player I was say okay transfer window ebieye na expressam or returning to Flamengo na okodini juma ya say o trasa Felipe Luis ya elini din komo catches of Flamengo foi ehia Barca brabe du juma ni adan wazo edu ba bi na fe Western foi so say what they respect enso team no with contractor na onu omu wa eno ka wo pinchi na one team movie eno kakra if one my table later sitting nyina no ya dem ma ene anope o show no so na mon drop me ene go na Takumi Minamino our pin scoring no e dey the Black Stars of Ghana nti dey twim yam fantu Black Stars Takumi Minamino enye Japan go no ana ye ma no Minamino wono ana to atena dey tia Ghana nti go no ana jaji adiamana sa the Black Stars of Ghana mika se omoda form ekabako a wonum entimente highlight ne da so a ye project ade amana no pe adwumadie no enso mwe kwasonti awese nuama be kama adiamana the Black Stars of Ghana later sini nyina awon sam enso eba shoda kenko ene Angola ne ani nkoma ne nyina ne se Messi ekokodu Argentina team na no anajo ana mu ekodu Angola ano pane yi from airport wo ko nyina no nipa doma no ma be gina street so Leo Messi na nyejo na anopay o makodu Messi ni encourage no ana show mu abro mu enso lodge wo mu team hotel wo Luanda ayadem the sansem ni nyina no enso ade to anum na anopay wo show no so na Leonard Scolani ay manager atem Argentina national team no was a South friendly game o mu ni Angola ade boani no enye game kitwa o mbia utiemi na okwazo okotwa bet no Angola de enye Gambia Angola de enye Gambia ka Messi a travel ko Angola e game ni bi masa wasinya game ke to players no obia person o train bobre World Cup and aye be koi obia person justify say be in the squad yi wono ensom na betime rem na afi wakobie enti o mfa game we eni agro eno aye Leonard Scaloni manager ensom na de ema in Argentina and ya didn't say Peter but omuzani say Leo Messi in the next World Cup Messi ye be hun Messi o wa na say we de Messi be bo anu German kudai amoma kwakoto aso no so wono de wontimi nkyere say Messi be ko World Cup na Zambia Leo Messi no ensom ntimi enko World Cup ni bia no ayansama wono ensom na tu twa brasa interview no eno anano som na ekoso na wo wie ye eno ball Franco Mastantuano oba kodana baso ni nansa kodana pra ama chese ne kolapi ono nsom na nka ho wo so mo wa na kodana fresh obeso join wo mu camp na fe obere say the camp situation nanso sitie ama boy ensom na time bai na wa say boy ensom na bai camp kama unani age gesture akodai ensom na time show enye player bia na ne wapra one friend camp no willingly one nsom na be jado ye bia so oba be dwane team no ensom na camp na fa hwe nuama bia eno nsom na ekoso be travel far away no one nsom na time abanto abo ene Franco Mastantuano ensom na baso adon nsem ni nyina no atem na ba yenram ya wa Africa ya ene Argentina one goal idea na yanko Nigeria enra ewo Morocco emontenso woman Gabon ade boanima Nigeria for no woman chef 4 ama Gabon woman take adom emu bako a branch fan Accord Adams on the twatneri kan fire the Super Green Eagles woman chef first goal no enso ema ene Chidera Ejuki enso ebo the second goal adem netwaso ema the goals no a branch fan say the Victor Osimhen enso be ball 2 goals ereka ho ema ne 4 achese nra na nya ise kra ema alatafo because ne bi ne yi ade amano share goals no sikoye Chidaranum ego anafe Accord Adams num ane abrantia furniture ne Victor Osimhen said we must say to 29 ye bi atem amana Osimhen eze Nigeria ono oguso awoko nanim pa 191 career goals and ono so saying 321 games abrantia Victor Osimhen no and so my boss say yakini record da ho atem ama Nigeria and say all time goals do to na ka 6 goals na fe one so let me ayiko on the record and no Adawa Rashid Yakini 37 goals no and so my yes branch fan Victor Osimhen no and so I 31 goals ya don some Debasa kai second Odegbami 23 Yakubu Ayigbeni 21 okay Yakubu Ayigbeni masa kofo ya beji wo mu di wa Nigeria enya sameto akra no kakra fi o adeba nanra o game na daso na omoto laser eto any players no and so any especially Gabon for no na omoto sa light no to Nigeria players nani na edu baby kra no Victor Osimhen ebi to nani and after game no muzane say sa lasers na omoto our pitch no so you say akwabi to ani ma hu e ma no warning oto nsa wo so there hweye ho ene dia wo ye na say na feel ni sitie abra no omoto to light and so na de to ani our pitch no so lasers no yentie ne Osimhen on sa issue na across our pitch no so
lasers being pointed at you guys during the match. I don't know how much it impacts, your overall play. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on that.
I mean, I actually saw the person pointing the laser at me, but it was the person was also in the stand. I couldn't go them, but for me, it's normal, When you have this, they know the kind of quality we possess, so they're trying to use the laser to distract so many of us. So for me, I just keep it moving. I don't even think about it.
I noticed that there was
well, any and some Victor Osimhen no area tuja. Na game no ekwaso no shadow akoba buana fe. What projected do 90th minute. Na game near 1-1. Me was say game never call extra time no. Osimhen nya chance be bottle to ne baza. Nenye izo. O nya chance be pa 1-on-1 ball no to ball ni maza. E ma just say ball we pa man for dinner time na Osimhen. O pe walk up akọ Osimhen ball we awa say ni adia. Ana man for so dinner time after say game no e ko na wie yentie Nigeria players no from the players no omo ache o madwen e ma obi a say no mo na nim say na ball na tonete kra mo say no mo nim say ball na tonete we omo ko celebrate omo ya no say Osimhen na wagon ama ball no number bi kra na Osimhen na nkasa so nkasai e fa sa opportunity no ho
Be honest, where was your head at when he had that miss at the end of the second half?
I was running with him when he was with the ball. I was running. I even run past the pitch. But it's football. Sometimes it happens. Everybody knows he can score that kind of goal, but it happens. So now he gave us 2, so it's fantastic. So everything is fast.
Yeah, you know, when I saw him running at the goalkeeper, I was sure that he was going to score. But yeah, and, you know, after that we tried to encourage him, and we want to make sure that he wasn't disheartened.
I was gutted, you know, but as a person and as a striker, I had to keep it moving. You understand? But it was bad. Immediately I missed the opportunity. I saw that the referee said we go into extra time. We go into extra time, and then I told my teammates, I'm sorry guys, I will correct it in the extra time. So I think for me, if I let it get into my head, I don't think I'll be able to grab those two goals also. And I think for me, it's important because sometimes a striker.
I was saying, I'm a born and ready dream. Say me want Samuel Jan feeling the be because Samuel Jan and Bopana to a boss and Wontumi Alpha ball. Now what him Atunet Eric Shirley, a manager of the Emma the Super Green Eagles of Nigeria. Was on a bed try to extra time. No one say Nigeria for no bed Kelly game look within 90 minutes. No football there be to me see.
We didn't think that we will go in extra time, but I can analyze this game in first half. During 30 minutes we were so good with the possession ball, with the intensity, with the aggressivity, and after the player, it's normal when you put a lot of intensity at the end of the half. It's normal if physically you are less good. You know?
Sure, manager of the Emma the Super and the Green Eagles of Nigeria, and you're 70 Pino of them. Mame and they Yanin Komo DR Congo for Enra Congo na Enramo form Enra and then Yama from the Cameroon Congo for Chiromo Babre. One must go no Mbamba and a Bogo na baby a time ago the Bayano and a issue ye game area and the ball and some atonet at the Emma and the DR Congo and to make us say Congo. And so and then Nigeria and a Sunday sa game no ebetimi abasum enra onana na ha dwen onana nenra onye happy man cry after say in the Cameroon for the film no na onana so I am very sad your pro game no straight and so to dressing room and no onana adiem and no Brandon Bemu enra no Manchester United top player ono so no amfa ama Cameroon general no so point no na and so straight to dressing room at the NWP as na anope yanko Ali our Saudi Arabia omo director your friend Real Pedro Bras or the atuja was Ivan Tony Fachami Ivan no was a top player on Zenra news no by say rumors ni bebre and say nyame adoma January transfer window no ebia branch your friend say Ivan Tony betimi and so free team no akọ and what the atuja say no grabia and so any player no e focus so obedi ni juma na afi and you man so aye come no aye dey fuel adeba Victor Rokinye akodawe and some effort Brazil ebai na ne bono antimi ankoso kama amfa amano Victor na ne bono no de na manfo nim say wono so aba ba gini din awo Europe na wase ni dream and so obesa return obaba European football no mu biem na de amana hu say we mistake ni say oba Europe too early sana kwana ka say time on deba Europe no na wosa esana ko develop him na ka wonte say osuasua ne ma ba kakra anso na ka won say the ball no so be return na for no so aka na yebusa say onko Brazil asa ko ball no ya back was be a onko wachi was never the amanfa say wo konachi no krabia anso anim eno aye de fuel as Albert and 70 plate ba mama Simeone abani afeno Giuliano Simeone akodai and some and I'm getting some but my time and also no na obone papa and some abono na fe ni nkoma no one papa and you was that time and you young onye when you eba na papa no and ne bra wo mo de ne ko training wo mo de ne ko training do ba bia no ma boni chiwo kakra na o ma bone na wo kakra na osu a no ma ka che say usu pe ye fa ma bia mansu kawano tum na wakane siasi so na wakana no atum na waso agunie ma waso saada na papa no ansom ade ne bra omode ya no sada baya womu ansom na be shane den na ne ball no anu amansom latima kama ade amane na kwado dia to da say hard work eya ade ba ko a wono nsom ohwe ni mu woye pa embia se ne form no e ko da ni unim the reason ema ene wono nso ko na ni mo se ne diet no wo he ko fa so didinya aduane bia no di as a footballer eso show diet eye enom eye number 1 wo he ko fa so ensom didiye na afenuama eye kama ensom ngadema no na wo se the football na wo bono say eso we improve some aspect of the game. Now one aspect, shooting and finishing. Koyobafa so be shoot ball and then the finishing our pitching so I know I touches her. One I say sa dwumadi ni nyina no one so ebetimi ahwe na afi watimi adi na nuoma kwakama adem amana no I dia kra no de atudwa don sam no enso adem na anope na Juve and Liverpool say Sergio Gnabry wo mo hwese kwambia so nyame adoma next year transfer no wo mo sabetimi aka no Bayern for no hwese wo mo be extend and contract no na ono so matimi stay nemum no wo so mo extend dia obenya pay cut o mate and then the salary no so na fi wa stay eno anam bia betimi push Sergio Gnabry away from any team no bia Juve and Liverpool offer no ono so matimi afa na enuama e kama mame no ni madueke wo se Arsenal team no team bia emu ode Arsenal team no emu ode papa na oso oba Arsenal no wo se team bi o wa wo mo culture e different and afem and wo hwe se the team no players any coaches now was Adebakua, Albanese Arsenal team and full of talent. As a great talent in Kwa, Nemum culture. I surround the team no, and so they speak a lot about the team. I know I am some branch of an anonymous duke at them not to drag and 70 PDMO. Mame Chelsea, a branch of an exo disasi na Akotanum and Sembebre and Ayabana. The mention is there. Yes, coach, I am not say also at the bar. Now, first team no overhead and some of the Chelsea team no injury situation and injury problems in Tino as some way integrated by ye na fe wadeno and so aba and the team no na fe center half for boy Jumane Kama at them Chelsea the Blues and no dear friend my deba din 70 no and some deba we discussing como and ya de Bamrana so team no and some say Black Stars of Ghana womo da form ekabako ama in Japan womo and so asho mo mina mino and no wono ana se go no enie go na fe anti anom ana edaneta ya de ensem pe de ba Black Stars omugu so ko ye ko e Japan ye twa hu abda fort na se na fe ya to aso de ma aye Wontumi 101.3 Wontumi TV.
Mina why?
Hey, Minamino Black Tonic.
Boy, the the defense no. Almost how many should do it. Yeah, head dead. Yeah, head dead. I'm a record right to my head dead. But I'm be a defense no.
Yeah.
I'm be a defense. Oh sir, hello. Oh sir, because you say, but this is a keeper or the clean sheet. Hey, guy, I let me through. Shabona toilet no. Obeda blame keeper. Look at where they lost the ball.
Yeah.
But where your point here, could be clear ball in your point here. No the clean sheet in am fan.
Look at how
yes, so I now. You see clean sheet here, the defenders and the goalkeepers. But look at where the ball was lost. Look at where the ball was lost. In Fifio we got cracked. We got very much opened. Shadunio, Capo head. We had absolute no control.
Yeah.
Of course, about over the control net.
Baby, born on the two son of my corner assassin.
Oh, yeah, and I don't grab my feeling in as a call.
I'm feeling it in Cobra. Feeling it in Nigeria for no.
We are not.
Yes, you cross I cry, crack, fear, and I know Crana would do home commercial for ticket at Tony. Sir, Nigeria for no. Oh, that's what more qualifies. And World Cup. It was massive game against Gabon national team. Now, Osha how a game the course and yet two teams have on the continent away minus. Gabon themselves are there. Capo, you say a back top level of the game on the continent, and you heard Gabon walk the brace. But individually, they've produced some top quality players. And now, Osha on the lineup, Dennis Bwanga, that guy, qualifies top scorers. Only Jordan Ayudi Mo Salah and not a lead top scorer. Dennis Bwanga. The other player bought behind Aubameyang, and you also have Mario Lemina. Mario Lemina, we all know his profile. A top quality player. Royce Openda, we also know the quality. And these are players in any day. So I'm going to about share on how did you in down one or bought DM for Gabon Rano. Capo, he's been a top-notch player on the continent for a long time. And in Bayer, their goalkeeper, or that the goal, or Ivory Coast, a locally produced goalkeeper, or Nim Godin. They gave Nigeria the first half of Obudizevo. But on say, yeah, your baby experience. Am I a touch here? Your baby a bep cast a game in your idea. And no share after 70 minutes in a so even no see chance now said a crown. Let him say Nigeria for me because
time now what they say about the or ball say another referee no ball abayu.
But let time no the toss of doors to Capo. 12 minutes now.
The time wasting.
And who say chances of winning 2 goals from and very, very similar. I've been looking at Nigeria national team. This squad was a couple. Let's suppose Nigeria first squad will not World Cup. It will be one of the bitterest stories in terms of the World Cup qualifiers. Say it's a country to me about World Cup, and they are not two. Emergency situation with two Kromo, whatever, omuni players, omuni, and they are about to contribute to from a World Cup. Nigeria for the World Cup, one of the painful stories. Look at the squad they have. And your lowest point today, they are at a junction in terms of goalkeeping department. Only 2 goalkeepers. And what Billy is performing so well on Ron Williams for South Africa. Back in defense. And then Nigeria produce all these players EPL day out of womb. Look, and now Eric Shelley in a lineup number who say, what a squad that is full of attacking players. Yeah, now also just all your sacrifices. Maybe I can social goals, also creative. By my message 10, I want to 10 in a mobile money. You always need balance. Look at this lineup. And Ras Osai Samuel, Frederick, Calvin Bassi, Zaidu, this place for me. I said the same. In that case, Matu and Fred for the uncommon, Zaidu and then Osai Samuel. Common. Because of boy alone and call in indeed a typical 4-1-3-2 2 strikers Bob Adams and then Victor Osimhen goals but look at attacking free now Bojino Machino Chukwueze Ademola Lookman and then it will be free racing very much experience on the continent and then of course on the world stage. So imagine Nigeria squad we couple among World Cup. But then see one more but be a match story no say make up for Nigeria for now traditionally your members on the continent are represent here unfortunately one Kobe Cameroon our host say Cameroon and World Cup be hold Africa record for most appearance on World Cup. Since 1982, make your debut, Capo. Only 3 times per Cameroon Kobe. They can Kobe. They've been there 8 times. But the area was story in I say. I feel like FIFA crowd beam the 48.
Yeah, and Kakwanya na bank or meeting as a
Africa mo fa 2 pemra Cameroon be Kobe. Africa mo fa frame Cameroon be Kobe. Africa when you 5 Cameroon be Kobe. Now FIFA says mo ba. Mo fa 9+1. If I'm Ramu between 10, minimum between 9. Then Cameroon with all these players, Wontumi and Kobe. How on earth? Look through their squad. But this is the World Cup. It has always been a festival, a representing what you are, and then you can say, Capo Verde for no jubility. Omunsi hot da. This is the story of the World Cup. Obi nkobi da o, but the welcome more pa no. Odi ona na no no, odi mo kotrefi. The story is more beautiful when you understand the fact say DR Congo and a stop Cameroon. DR Congo 1974 they were there. Satam no mudi desire. They were there. 4 days of the World Cup. Soil way so money don't kosi ana DR Congo no kan. So ane Cameroon no yakatete atempon a omienu nyina amoka ho and ba kwa stop baako. This time Joan Wisa is not as active as Ubenya. Injuries here from but Cedric Bakambune other members of the squad for DR Congo. Capo, you need time to go through their squad. Or more quality of team no more. More quality team. Sebastian Dasabere na your coach. Another experienced manager on the continent. He knows every country. Na game na omo Nigeria be bono Capo. Nigeria for some for Gabon for dia omo prepare pa.
Much in the
I'm telling you, say Nigeria himself
Congo no dear.
I'm a fan fo. I want Gabon game no dia. I'm on share ni because look,
go mo den pa Nigeria for no den we mo so den pa won den physically. Congo for no mo si pampima amaza ni to den.
No say wan bisaka mo nyina ba yo.
Yes.
Wan bisaka mo bebobi. En kanena na komakoti te England and France squad na chi e twen me papa. Omo who say these countries no when we call on the bench, this squad will be a top level European level talent. Top level talent, and I'm representing our country. So my generation say Cameroon were not fairly undone, but deservedly. DR Congo for no so deserve so make final. We wait patiently what transpires between Omo and then Nigeria. Omo we are all Africans. We are solid reps. Could be a deserve. Away from that, Kylian Mbappe also a kind of goals crabby.
Yeah,
you know, by I'm catching up with 400 goals.
We're reaching 400 career goals as a youngest player since Pele. Javina Onono 400 in Saka. That's Enrana or shares the 400 career goal.
Babia Mbappe. Obobone bone kudruno the other day na me ka say afena wadru ne pompon so pa afena bono obeba abone yie afena systems are AD or progression as a player no Mbappe nya he's had access to Madrid or we France national team no Paris for years so mu pushi Ousmane Dembele PSG and all those diabolic one but Capo Busami to be very honest me Mbappe ni Ousmane Dembele differences a ban finishing Nintino and both players here attackers Ousmane Dembele said and say no about 9 for PSG no about 9 so finishing Nintino I'll place Mbappe ahead of Ousmane Dembele. Number 2 about 2 players in the growth as players Ousmane Dembele a bit fragile. How many times, how often, and I'll say Kylian Mbappe free injury on compo and free injury he's always very much active, he's very much stronger. The system not a year very responsive. A basso this is a profile of 3 games in a week, Kylian Mbappe. But Obenya Ousmane Dembele type no bought 3 games in a week Capo on to be the following week. So for that reason I'll pick Mbappe ahead of Ousmane Dembele. Now me can say no na me case say you busa sa France all-time national team top scorer Giroud o yembe on mine is France. I'm a top scorer Giroud o yembe show Michel Platini kromo nkomo na yedi Zidane kromo nkomo Thierry Henry players in the crown Frank Ribery Malouda. I mean top technical gifted players are almost supersede Giroud in terms of quality, but it's a goal scoring is an art. Nyansa box no nyansa Ruud van Nistelrooy the goals almost 200 now Shema Manchester United but Copenhagen outside the box the Deccan box the box no you need some level of brilliance to be inside the box. It is what you match 400 goals Kylian Mbappe at this age here. Now Saba Bonte say so no catch no one France minus say or more kwa do World Cup on a semi-final and you mediocrity Nemo omo hwe se ombetimi ajiwe di aka ho. Capo, you need this guy to be your captain.
Mentality.
You need him to be your captain. Last time no Ojo World Cup will be 2018. All say oh my Ghana you call tournament and I say drew semis, you be drew semis and I say yeah.
Feel you.
But contrastingly, a home woman now Kylian Mbappe sharp contrast. Or what semi-final you flew a rade. But yes semi-final
semi-finals. And
they'll be there. Because 2018 they were there. At a stage where most of the squad no transition. Bless my through the most squad, you know. Paul Pogba Sokomo, N'Golo Kante mo. I'm not transition so Oko defense Akoshieni mo, Barca defender Titimo. All these players in addition to Patrick Evra. And a movie close to 2022. Watch and analyze 2022 game no boy, you know. It's similarity to the 2018 game, you know. Energy, exhibition of physique, explosiveness. What is possession? Now, one of the coaches the style of play, no, what implemented their core, the style of play as an active footballer, no, they are called the coach in Didier Deschamps. Me if it's a boy, Mabubo 6 a hold 6 a hold 6 a hold Mabubo 6 a hold. You can say DM, good tackling, proper positional sense. No, Didier Deschamps and a Dunga, Brazil Dunga. Or no, the Brazil call US 94 as a captain. Solid 6. And the China Brazil Benya Danielson, Nomone, Edmelson, Murano Bobo 6. I felt like no, they are not in the class of Dunga. Didier Deschamps for France. The same idea no implemented. But we have bought Sissoko, Kante, Pogba, Blaise Matuidi, but we have Bossafon, no the break for anymore. And that system is very similar to 2022. So at this point, Capo, Mbappe drew stage here. Madrid systems and almost structures, you know, a buono. France almost systems and almost structures, you know, a bois Kylian Mbappe. Na enye Halana, enye Julian Alvarez. Oh, and you Simon mo, and you Mutia. This guy, a cover hydrogen power.
I'm so be man competition. I'm a wajinaye.
I'm be man competition. There's also fair. It helps the growth of the game because Mbappe baby I do there on go show. Look 1-on-1 10 or the manual or obeshe 9. 1-on-1. Na number 9 for ahodo no. Obia on the attribute. Mameka some kakrebi na mefa Mbappe story ni nsi. 9 obia on the finishing attribute obi hono mo ofa ball no free distance na eba ontumi hye maka sa from distance
okuta ball no dey ba
obefa dia ba be do 18 no mansa no we shoot anto ese me type no
okay
oya fa ball na either so be twa no ommo wan twa no the ball na eko halan so hye hobi. You know why? Because so just at distance no ball no ommo hye or low technical index in terms of shooting.
Okay.
Into a weakness. No more giant not the ball be do small zone or dia or the ball be net. Some yo ho Haaland ho Kylian Mbappe ho. How many times and I was Mbappe at distance or small ball in the day ba on to be Momba. But you have Ronaldo Dems. But you general or small ball na ball be call high technical index in terms of finishing.
And the Fatawi Shakusu will be pa.
And we shall. Oman come see. Na ma mention the opposite no. And we think say how kususu box no ni yansa no. O nyini kwa chiri a na obehu box no de no.
Okay. So no de no wa chiri.
O de nyina wa chiri. It's how technically o soro. It is who box no mu gina instinctively chika ento mo de no. Inzagi mu de no nyehu box no nya ba bia na gina nya ba bia na waste time.
A tough player.
At that time no nya ba 28 33 no ba box na age ni ahoden na gya no ho. Now if we do boxing, but at this point in the share with talent, it will just distance which means small ball never. But for Mbappe, no, just a far ball no Capo or the and look, France and Crown Crab be ya munya. Madrid team omushishe. Na Mbappe be nyina be gina boxing Simon feed me. Imagine how many goals this guy can produce. But the foreign base they can record Ghana game so minimum also Stevone. Yeah because Ghana game no I have Ghana game no I have a lot in some
that's so that form they say enya asem get to akra it's a Black Stars
say Japan no yendru omo papa.
Oh yeah, NDA.
But also drew Argentina, ne Brazil, ne Uruguay for no. Oh, the way.
Omo bro so kakra say o form.
But yes, you check Comoros.
Okay, so Somalia money.
Yeah, and Eritrea and Eritrea. Ndia way.
Yo actually. I'm saying compare there.
Yeah, but Eritrea money Comoros for India.
Yeah, so
because Japan bro so.
Oh, be brave and there.
Yet also drew Portugal, France, Spain, Germany.
Yeah, level no. Steve Obra. I'm refina. The game no first half and okay. First half. Yeah, that form. Steve.
Capo.
Yeah, share man no kakra na say we have a feel straight.
Obi busa baby e wo. Baby e wo no.
Obi busa baby e wo. Your level e wo. Yeah, we are hefa.
This is near omo da 100 column now.
Based on the ranking, no?
Yes.
Okay.
They are not doing this for the artists. The reason to we know say you are for quite some time. I think say Ghana from this two games here, because you get 2 Asian nations and I know Mbabo. So Nicosia South Korea at the World Cup. Interestingly, also need the opponent team show about that particular World Cup. So in as much as ABA me sometimes these trial games they are not mean I will check a crowd. But anyway, CR7 in Portugal against Ireland. Saying they were seeking to book their ticket for the World Cup. But a game, the lead up to the game, a lot about Ronaldo reaction, how fans will react to Ronaldo because of previously they are not SC. And Ronaldo and to me and control no kakra into game na end no na see ourselves every man and according to the okay say is likely to miss the start of the World Cup. Only said the next game Omobono against Armenia, which definitely I know say me Enya win no ewo. But I did surprising make a cry say Zidane Enya the crazy moment in football, which a lot of people are not supporting Zidane felt that says Zidane to me control the temperament that split second. I continue with the game now. Ebiananko end up with another World Cup trophy. But Oma Matayazi antes no area ni trim. You see, football and the fandom Obia Wejuma Oye. Until there was a time as Samuel and Bebo Legon cities. Now he had issues with Kotoko fans and said almost Reno. As Samuel who is a legend of the game or Ghana, therefore he needs to be celebrated wherever he plays and whoever he plays against. The job of the fans, and they say, wow, we are threat on the field. You know? I was see a timid a display, yes, a distorted game, you know, in a way for you. So the best person to have done that is Ronaldo, because ahead of the game, you know, I can say he knew say the fans, yes, they will be booing him. And or twice so a coy, but I feel that in life, the higher you go, maturity never so much. That is why where you become much more calmer. But me nim idea to me call Ronaldo to that point to say the same player on in a year, I think a year ago, Osane Ronaldo Ekoya Okonya red card. That is the level of Ronaldo do. He has seen it all in football. Into open the best person to have player what better stature in football. The number of goals I watch under numerous conditions, yet or try it, molding himself into a beast of a goal scorer over the decades here. Boy, I felt this should have been a light work for him, but Ronaldo went to me and come in the nerves no ended up it was a game and very frustrating for Portugal in total. Let's be honest. It was a game na Portugal ain't the swag na umpesa omo the corner because Ireland were much more determined. Say omo mane happened the third time because already no match omo 1-0 omo about draw. So back home the fans were behind them. Say also Wontumi win. So I was thinking, being the captain, being the leader, knowing what is at stake, no bit a much more calmer, a bit mature to control the crowd and then the beba. But ni just say or signal to the fans, so we cry babies. I think the reason you got the red card and they say, oh my fans in Iran.
Now, we could cycle before the game.
Yes. Yeah. I say, I promise to be a good boy. Now, me yes. Now, this just a player of that stature. It has happened. I can't say football, but the any exception. I were to discuss the fact that the most intimidating stadiums and what we are seeing in our country are goals. So going back to Ireland, and Ireland, and yet over here say a big boy in terms of football contest.
Yeah.
So for them to have gotten into the head of Ronaldo and they have the way I gave it and they means that Ronaldo wanted some level of revenge. Say you wait me, I should go to silence them. And unfortunately, Antimi and Kosa are must yourself. So my biggest disappointment from the game was the fact that he was the best man to handle that situation at some point, point in time.
Which is a moment, the red card hash.
It wasn't hash. Initially, yellow card, and I'll call back VAR, and then who said nah, who said the same player? Why any bidder?
Okay.
Why any bidder? Say Shadrach will video no her in previous meetings here, but gentlemen are call for to say or call this time around,
Okay.
And this time the fans were booing, and I'll call to the touchline coach and he say you've gone into the referee, so the decision to even give him red card in there because of our manager.
Yeah.
Hogram said Neniomana or that is the point of Ronaldo, but I think that was a Ronaldo bit coming. Emil Heskey, both FIFA game from 2002, Game Boys and almost Matna game as a channel. Yeah. Only Rooney and a discussion as to the future of England's number 9, and they are sensing worrying signs about England ahead of the World Cup, to the point that Rooney Craig can say. Already, Obenya and Kenikwaso will use Harry Kane in any other game until the World Cup ever. So the next game will be expecting Harry Kane to be starting for England and also will take part. Should be their first game at the World Cup and not any other game.
Okay.
But what in some ways a bit paradoxical, but it has great ingredients of wisdom in what Rooney is saying. And he said there has been a massive decline of the natural or the traditional number 9. Now, Abasa and say coaches in so unfortunately generation will be share buildings in the system a driver on the wheels.
Okay.
Into players develop this one wants to be Ronaldo from the wings, Mbappe from the wings, or Mo Salah. That is how a game assessa. And that traditional. That is why you place a great deal of emphasis in how brilliant Abranti and Professor Erling Haaland are. Senior now new Eken Mbappe Etimi are transforming into that position. But England so our names Sibia now they were expected to be the heir to the throne of Harry Kane or as auxiliaries to help him. But say no, England goes scoring in Abba to the shoulders of Harry Kane, and age costro. Now share the number of games are all accumulated in the season. Anyhow demanding Bayern Munich cry I was a gentleman as well. It means that you need to have side with him, because England names Capo Omo Oli Watkins. Emrantia no mo show money mbini. Oli Watkins. Ivan Toney. Epeja no kakra no ura Saudi ho. Abrantia refers to Dominic Solanke. He has never lived up to the hype. Any expectation of the English people. Liam Delap, actually 12 of them was it the team no almost call relegation, then he joined Chelsea. But I was Chelsea. I say Ipswich.
Yeah, Ipswich Town.
But I was Chelsea, say no say who rate Chelsea strikers in the crowd. I think that most Chelsea fans will pick João Pedro ahead of Liam Delap. Into list way no obi anywhere what me ayi the game no ababaye Harry Kane then. Oli Watkins consistently it's me double figures for Aston Villa. But Oshana clearly is he the man that England bet me rely on? But Oshama the go profile pa was so team boy Harry Kane no and these names about it should have rather been Marcus Rashford. Because of Manchester United at the time that they were flirting with Alexis Sanchez, Romelu Lukaku, and almost press strikers here and there, I felt that was the point. And I was saying Marcus Rashford, as a Sunday game, acquire the traditional number 9. Because for Manchester United, they were struggling. And we check it, proud to Ronaldo arrive now. Only player I know actually the most goals ever. And Ronaldo came and took over.
Sure.
So he could have polished the art. You see, the art of goal scoring, and you're there that for. You need high level intelligence. That is the reason why anytime I hear can strikers will become Ronaldo phenomenal. But for me, I'll choose Luis Suarez on any day.
Okay, Suarez over Ronaldo.
The most intelligent striker who's over football.
Oh, Suarez.
Very smart guy. So I will always love Luis Suarez.
Suarez, he will Liverpool in Indiana.
Suarez.
The act of goal scoring, intelligent.
Yeah.
You see, football.
The antes and the doors.
I'm not for forwards now. You're more awards. I can now open a dream and say this is possibly what he's thinking. Okay. This should be my move to stop him. So Suarez, Ajax, Suarez for Uruguay, Suarez for Liverpool, Suarez at Barcelona. The level of intelligence what this go no. Maybe I drink also, but what trans now get clips of Luis Suarez. You will appreciate what I'm saying. A Juma no found what in baby come because of my journey.
Yeah, Juma.
So the act of goal scoring and adding, you need to decide for the defender.
Yeah.
Hit the ball in a certain manner. Say direction I made the ball no could say na me person ball. So he's the striker on the team is small ball. This is how we shoot the ball. And obey the dimension of the person or conduct. So Luis Suarez there, he's my number 1. You can mention Haaland, you can mention whoever. But I will forever be a disciple of
striker. I don't know where he is or RJ.
David Luiz and you go.
David Luiz, only David Luiz.
Or shall go be against Norwich for Liverpool.
This time,
you see. This guy is so clever. Okay, who striker we are here? We know sound the 4-9 we could have
Suarez.
Robert Kuta energy or the bulky.
Yeah.
To a Jidao Eto, yes, was somehow clever. I don't know what the endurance, the strength, not a Buana Kakra. You will be as and also travel with space. Sana, I use so a Taurus and so yet. But who trans now Luis Suarez? He's a different breed. Now England's stars now banner Obiani wow show quality and bro Harry Kane the so. That means England will still have to rely on Harry Kane from now to the World Cup. Into the Rooney Emil Heskey Ekana.
partly due to the new system of play of coaches. Any players he developing, so try it on the wings, and the fact that everyone to be polish or more craft, and England here one nation, they be our players, they live an unfulfilled dream. Into they mention players be Okay Jack Rodwell for Everton. He started brilliantly. No, your midfield will be a case. Oh, Lampard the new way mu call the barbershop. But make it the move to Man City. Yeah, who do maybe out here. Now, Domi Solanke issues. Ivan Toney, leave here. So England, I think, will have to take a lead from there. Rooney, because it can't be another World Cup of waiting for football to return home. Because Mundial, most of the greater in football would want to say goodbye to the game. So now we want to give their all. So England clearly here will be a hurricane. Barusha Phil Foden, the lies are mobile on the wings now. How many goals are they contributing to England's quest? So they may take the load out of Hurricane. His name's Yama Boy. Ivan Toney Cry is on the edge. Whether he will be invited back to the English national team is another topic for discussion. Dominic Solanke, whether Obetima fighting the woes of injuries, a series of injuries are Onya. Now I saw back into the best shape before the World Cup. Whether Oli Watkins, Bessa, LDD, Aston Villa, send you all the time in the performance, no? And also, and somehow we do have to find time and discuss. But I think the Rooney Canada are best placed. They will need to rest that gentleman. Because the challenge from the UEFA Champions League, Bundesliga, and then the Three Lions, at some point, I'll say, Utimi arrest kakra. Sir, DRC and Timi Uncle World Cup, we are na football, I injustice to them. I am one nation, Open qualifies or more the best of football. I share go super. I think Gabon can and DRC can. Okay. And Zahir, do you know I am among the names of African football. So we'll count the annals of African football. They might not be the country or will leave some mark on the bigger stage in terms of the World Cup. Okay. Overcut the West Africans and then recently Morocco, so new more Babaye. But what should the litany of stars are creating over the years or produce here? Yeah. There has to be a silver lining to production line. Okay. There has to be a reward for them. And I feel so much mean World Cup qualification tickets here. They started very well. But Senegal shows that when the lion is toyed with or very responding, I reacted in the manner we expect to. Because they were leading 2-0. Okay, Cedric Bakambu. This is a team I watch and member. Yeah. As Feston Mayele, who has been the most productive and consistent striker on the continent of Africa, at the bench our DRC. He is a player I would want to watch him at the world stage, because from younger, although Omoko all the way to the final of the Confederation Cup, losing to RS Bakene, moving on to Pyramid, one slow down, he proved to be the Flavio Armando of Angola for Pyramid. Senior Flavio Armando Al Ali. And Omoko all the way to the final of the African Champions League, Koje, Santuaso, Koje the Super Cup. So that is a nation building names that you need. This is a nation that might Diomansi Mbokani. Yeah. They would have to be there. The Francophone countries, Tembiano is either Obenya Cameroon, now when Ivory Coast, Omoba African Cup. But also producing names probably because of political unrest and administrative issues I am not facing. But Congo Africa idea. I'm tipping medium rooting for DRC. Okay. Say
against Nigeria, no, they will get the results in their favor. No matter international, so it's mean at the 10th qualification slot for Africa, because DRC, I feel at this point they belong to the World Cup with the quality of players they have. We want to watch them on a bigger stage.
Good. Players now, I promise 1 million each. Sika da o machine sika keto nti de all kind of crowd here more motivate more than that more versus qualification beba ama wo mo oze
ebiasida some former president don't promise more
before even this round against Senegal they had similar
okay
and we will take it 2-goal lead.
Hadrian
was pregnant but he couldn't deliver the qualification. It was a huge disappointment to them. Senegal for Sadio Mane and Krano. Almost
could take it to lead be a home mom give me 10 a.m.
3-2. But for that, Nanka, DRC for
Nigeria for our history into Asia and Shady.
Nigeria, I think, based on performance we Victor Osimhen is in China. Nigeria for the value of each player and they also them send you more Europe no it didn't know but the pepper free no that's the reason I see DRC so wait to Osimhen hungry for the World Cup because I feel say he belongs to that category of
level no
they didn't know way they have a fantastic striker, but other put together, I think only a bit of a weak inside. But an interesting time, just Sunday.
Yes, you have a train.
Wait for that game.
Okay, young call Nafe GPO Command Center in Fahonsem. Embra, Nemo, the Black Stars also, boy, you who said you could be.
I'm no say Ghana plays me no pra.
Ghana plays me no pra. So, you see, almost was actually Bakwa County team say Japan for no pro with you power home. Yes, I get to a cry.
I'm on you.
Do much.
The first game, no, we come no back room me nine.
Say we the ampo afi the abo.
Oh bra, you be so be show ma
intimidate.
E ka be.
So we board yes here movie.
You be so be show ma bra
ya mo movie.
Who expect say maybe abobo you do Ghana for betika.
Ya bet
ajetin so say as unya head injury. Yeah.
Abu Francis
Abu nam Abu dienini nti we Abu nanu
hard tackle
Charlie Abu nanu na achia no
career threatening
injury pa nti we
akwa no say no first stretcher me fa
no na dey bring the ID Pantono boss ko butu na pa
the World Cup
den sembe brewo mo unsa Jerry Akamenko dey no kai
me kai pa
so ka Jerry Akamenko
dey Jerry Akamenko
nti sana ya ade na kwakwa nti
abu ya na ni da so na abu aba no na
oni boni pia pa o jam fifa o pia no timi say yes
awase kura gu me
enya he
masa
enya he so obi anim se be say
Japan ni na de go karat
Japan on boy mu no omuno ayi taekwondo
ni o ma we nko training ya mo
ya yi o ti ase Japan ni ka sa o ti ase we na make chiro nyansa pa
ni nyanya
mu ya nyanyi owu ai sabi oba na chinsu ye kama so so a o si yeri ba sha Japan boy dey baza
command center na o command wa chiri za no
oh baza And it does not and it does not have back on like I said me can't just say when he and how me part pressure and abo when so ete esi so me so fa bedom na omo so enti na se deku enso enti fa me so ade wa chiri wo crocodile so crocodile me part Mozambique cross Mozambique me se wa dabra wo mabua amount so wani no etima hunade ama bia so etima kama wo se spectacle ekọ no ma elder doctor Osu Nyaminti obeji no abubum oba obefa ho adi na onso etima ba ma bia so etima kama ne ani da so herbal clinic and beboa ma bia so etima kama but diabetes, stroke, hypertension, prostate enlargement, typhoid, fever and etetwanian omutu ase enso etimi edema takrade your port quarters are ben Archbishop Porter Girls and Pokumase Kwada so Estate Park Agnuachi Enkra your nurse and Tabora Alaji Walako Johnson Honeywa your boy Juma 0559 901234 omo enso etumi akasana bibia enso etimi kama emulate aba supplement no adua aba beboa na support system no na bibia etwa kama na yade bia ntwo nkose de no enso wadro emulate aba supplement na aba no nesesia na bibia so etimi akokama enso etimi edameboa na mpo odada setam bibia so etimi akwa bia eton do bia kwa wonsa ebeka we free kantanka eba pharmaceutical FDA for do stamp no enso etimi esiso wodi ane se onem panifo bekasa oh my two for so and 0535 112 873 next onomo enso etumi akasa na bibia kama ruta natural product in just na mesewada say malaria and etetewa wadro no enso etumi ruta mixture and ebeko na etu malaria na sesia enso etumi de free ho eba ne fever ani afefia mesewada ruta mixture ebetu ase enso etumi da ruta live ne de medical culture say ne eboa na mpo moja na insecurity na enso etumi security ama bibia so etumi akoye enso etumi da mantino no na miensa na last one Ruta tonic ano de chance typhoid fever etu ase deku ehu na away na no so etimi ko na bibia so etimi come to dia no say wo be ko no akọ nupa bi enso etimi abobo na bibia so etimi come bi eton dro bia kwa won sa be ka Ruta natural product ne bi na so etimi no ma bia so etimi ko 0244485632 na no enso etimi kasa na takum no enkofo bi atafuru bi no ate ho de na dia chance say weekend we oyoba misraw na se wudin di ama akosia na se migina wa kwia e wose wo okope nessa takum ni bitafre na takum no on tafre a ebema one kwaku agro na ye kama enti se kwaku ni akua agro na ye kama na ya ne ya bibia eton ko kama dia o dia ne takum weekend di tafre bi ebema gudie na koye mama tenka sema ko akofoma oba bema ni usia wo do se du fotie chese o dia on ka ho kra keke kra na kampese wo wo so kra mo bia hu no mesrawo takum na beboa mo tenka sema gina ye eno ati se bia o dia na so ati malaria fever jaundice ena tete oba ko fichira enti suye pensi nkwa ene hawa wado ne tabia heba mixture na benom na bibia so atima ko kama no ati tabia heba capsules ne sisi ade anampo constipation ebe to senso atimi ade ama mesraw be bia to do Ghana bia de okwa unya bo tabia akola keto akra be yi anam nso atimi ade ama na mpɔte ubehu ya so akase na waputu oja Kumasi Lake Road ho ana de tese wa ye bo adwuma ye papa Christian ye ncha na no pai na bibia so entimi enko kama mesraw 0243 686861 na onso ne mpanifo enso etimadi nkomo na bibia so etimi akokama na se yewram entantam so ewo Premier League no na yedi nkomo kakra enso Premier League na sak yen so se enfa free general start on Premier League no na bibia so entimi kwa kama say emse Ghanaian Premier League no emuaya de pa goes ne ba na eba place no so obi ayi no na general start ni for now ya 79 games ana ya bo home wins na 44 away 11 and empo draw abam 24 147 goals ana ya say home 100 away 47 first half goals 68 second half goals 79 yellow cards 284 red cards 12 penalty ya de 19 ya semu makomako edu enwotwe ana ba ko pe asay on goals abam no anso etimi 3 aka 2 outstanding game for Krobia Asante Kotokoso bebo no mpo bibia so etimi complete ama bia so etimi akoye na Sadak ababo amani awuramo anso etu home wins no teams a etina fie omutimi wini pa anso etimi Premier League no me part o de ba ma Mediama Sporting Club and that so wono awini makoma ko 4 aduana toso 9 ono anampo sa aduana toso mienu a what we need man and Amposa matches no 4 and what Gold Stars I win 4 Summertest I win 4 Heart of Lions I win 4 Kerala United I win 3 Young Apostles I win 3 and what Vision I win 3 Oh United no Swedru Obiatna Fie I win 2-2 I don't come on and I'm so 8 dame TF from my fan in Chemo and so 8 more away wins and yeni nkomo kakra na bibia nso entimi enko kama na diatana sa osha said ya nyama esi kono awe wins no enema etima ko ya to folk boboko no wo ana diatana so mo so etimi dikan bibia nso etima ko kama na ma me top top scorers no na yeni nkomo kakra goal king chart no na yeni nkomo eso say enko for so point na abrancha ni frano nesa na fra atakumi enso etimi abone so 6 goals enema ekoye enso etimi dama abrancha fan atakumi Samuel one upon the board my Gold Stars Imano ano upon the board Edema Nations FC as 6 goals and what Imano man for our 4 goals and our Richard Apoku upon the board Edema Young Apostles one also 8 more 4 goals and then Bless Edge one upon the ball and some 8 Edema Kerala United all 4 goals you don't come up and so 8 Dama ya tier 4 almost 8 Jumadi Kesena Shark and red card dodo abemno teams woma di kese pa woma di dodo and when Diana Stars at the 2 red cards Vision at the 2 Hova United Brokum Chelsea Basakoli Stars Nations FC 11 Wonders Stars of Folk Young Apostles Swedo All Blacks Obia and some ultimate di bako I just say I don't come on and also 8 me at the Amaya for no me next league table no league table na for yeni komo kakra na bibia so entimi enko kama me league table na meba clean sheet ne so na we be di komo say for now ya bought 9 games and ya bought the channel said Diana Eguswa Edikai 19 points and a Diana wo Mediama 8 points and watch Heart of Lions etoso miensa one 18 points and 9 Heart of Oak about 9 games or 16 points enum FC Summertest and also about 9 games or 16 points one Asante Kotoka ubewun was 7 possession wabo nessa 7 games are all 15 points and Kotoko 2 league games are about osa obewuram 21 points nessa and then Timako Kama, Edjabwa Krobia Sante Koro last renon. Said that yeah, Bechem United, and Mamiko Bechem na nyani crack. Support Capo, supporters that Bechem. Women ya bruta. What was it I said that from down there? At the end and 60 position Anna Bechem United after 9 games, almost 6 points. Anna Basakoli Stars 17 position with 5 points. 11 Wonders the Obianum Dada. So Mr. Tilly game no munya win back okra. Omo 2 drum yenu anomabo after 9 matches. Yanso Yatima Boadon Komopi and also 80 Damia Tefa young coach goalkeepers no said yeah omu clean sheet and also city Lawrence Osai Edago Adama club by a fan Heart of Lions or 6 clean sheets and what Benjamin Asari at the bench Adama Black Stars of Ghana so Seminokas or Japan one also Etmia Kipu 5 clean sheets me Pacho Musa Zakari LFC Summertest 4 Osai Prince our Diana 4 and a Felix Chey our club and D and so that Mediama ono abo 4 and I put a 4 clean sheet and also etumanya ya don komo emiete for wiki matches baso na wiki matches baso na starting etuma me wiki nessa festasa and also etimi akoso eno na match day no na yeni komo kakra na bibia etu kokon pre mahonya say enetie Dreams FC ene ebo 330 amane hohoi United ana ebo na amanto chen akokama na obama mi Tijani coacha ya fani Tijani Ahmed na ya dino komo kakra ano and coach club and D and so a day I Dasa United na proud to any gamer we so kwakobo di komo bebre and so adiafa a gamer omo kwakobo and ya chef Dreams no ya de komo pi e me chef yente sama o we fani Tijani and so etimi edi etuja
we making the change. It's a by 4 change, like let's say injury, because during the game against Nation and also don't give us a sign that he can continue. Likewise Mohamed and likewise how do you call it, and the pivot player senior, so if a player said he can continue in the game, what can you do? You quickly have to get him out, because if something comes, who are you going to blame? So I think that's why I say we are unlucky.
United coach another handsome no and also atimida tuja nyame watch na ana game kese ba ko eba so suedru on so a big game Capo All Blacks and House of Folk na me supporters media ne buy na me supporters no na yeni komo kakra all United supporters can sem bi na and some no mo kano I don't think fa wo mo say omo timi no mo yere no na
sa
ana bi
supporters no
omo so mo timi no mo yere no na be ma de
omo yi na ajojo ana
enye so omo yi na ajojo
die ntia
omo nie na die ntia omo kasa asem nyina ne say
omo say
team no esa ano mutimi kofi omu dia ni die kofi no mutimi no mnyere no mdedada
okay
but team ni say ba bia dan enya omu nya win kura na nka pese omu nya ni die akofie eno mnyere no akwadedada eto omu dia do omu kanya ni say team no win na ema no omu timi no mnyere no mdedada mema na ewom no ena ka sansem ya don komo pi eno eti da me eti efo na enu mu no ana coach ni di ade Ahmed Fati wono so ja gudi chem supporters say olusu asofog match no fan bag ono na free buy
what in the video
Ahmed Fati and Dasi na Ahmed Fati brought to us for game no ono so di komo kakra yentie sama wono so any two ahead of us for game etina ebaso
we ready for next game. We prepare our team very well and we ready to compete in the game until the last moment and fight until the last moment. There is no another solution. We have to win this game. And this is what we prepare and this is what we'll try to do. And for last game we try our best, but this is the result and we don't know.
No answer kakre front so team dia ba na yewram Accra so for kakate Masoud Didi Dramani and so a head coach at the Maklaba ni tin enso at the Accra so for na Didi so di kobo kakra ye bisa no say e dia na moye ebeboa ama musmetu akoko fa win e dia free e patron ye suedru nyame e ya demedat na o kire mu sei enso tiri chance so mu keep mu composure na eniema so timi ko sene ebe omulusu game against Kotokono we anometimi ediama womo supporters yentie coach Didi Dramani.
Very direct opponents, very strong also in transitions, and so we need to do as much as possible to make right decisions in terms of stopping their transitional play and also looking at where they have a very fast attacking line, and we try as much as possible to open them up and then try to find the possibilities of staying in the right positions and making the right decisions in very sensitive positions where we normally dominate against opponents.
Didi Dramani and the San Semeba, Namibo channel per bar, Yadama update about Crobia Sante Kotoko, Fantablos Kumasia Sante Kotoko Kumapima, and Pimaba is their motto, and Kotoko, and Unusa Capo, brought to Omugame near Omonia Diana Kobono, bless Nanya, Omania School, 100,000 Ra, Usa Kotoko Fono, Omoni Loto Phobia, Alpha Loto. Right, omo partnership. Nenra penny be share enra
madashi
madashi play. We no mo say penny bi anka ho. Omo chire papa ni chie say penny bi anka ho. Enti say bia wo ye kotoko penny na say wo kwa kopa bia 1 billion titiska no anu manya. Omo koche
say penny net ko sign contract
no. Penny contract ni dey. Penny tv fan ko wa bra o enti was samba na
bodin
say samba una e captain na one unuanom mo koche 1 billion eno mo dey ma omo na adua na match no omo si wo yo besi ama wansane asi na jobe yo bro kontom ne be dey ye behu ye kan say gate fee for that game and also timaba na omubama gate fee no sanya be Ghana ni bia ha wono so behu de ode baba ya sports to enkofo bi won ma yesi abando mo yamo baba ya rabiem say gate fee ni e 20 30 70 enti we de na me boa Sunday obi amra 20 cedi 30 cedi 70 Capo betu ato 25 ache new TTI new team betu ato VIP 70 Ghana bia be 50 no de ache na bibia akoma akomia meza no to center line na de che tete sidi pe na matoto tobia na bibia eto kamanti nyame ya doma o game no and so eto to 20 30 70 na bibia eto kama Sadrak mama Mistivo we say na nyom no na yeni komo kotokofo se nyame ya doma oja boys samo bana mu dija na eba o mu so ehia mo den yentie party kakra a video session bibia so etimi ko kama bibia so etimi ko na we no aya 20 and 50 Ghana anombaje and so etimo dance park na me bo Sunday na bibia so etimi akokama na training and so ebetimi akoso ewo bibia ni na bibia so etimo kama ebo modi bia se beko ni akwa say the training no so ebesi akona Diana Stars e say W Tando nyako on say okọ W nyako e say openya friend Lawrence ana de say penifo pa ne say ono somra na omra meye assistant coach
W
W
wache
oko nti
W Tando
ya nti sa pe na teti
kind of
Premier League command center no me fa we ni CS nti udaf ne da so no wono na ba say assistant coach Diana fo pa no na nti oba
Maulom Lawrence
Maulom ono oba na papai the first game Oba against Asante Kotoko and on any Bible but Tisawe Pepe Capo would have been for and to us.
Well, thank you very much. Young can say you room now for you. Now beyond GP on as a Black Stars.
Me personally TGP on the free hotel. Yeah, sign it out.
Okay.
But Black Star come on. About Kata GP
on the show.
Well, the upper started. Black Star my GP
Black Star do.
Yes, and I am more extensive game. But GP on there.
We have to talk about the GP.
Nobody said.
Oh yeah. GP and ever count Black Star no you do
yeah, can I say
count that Black Stars.
Yeah, 30 minutes and say 11 12 o'clock and 30 minutes on 30 minutes and
you're 20.
That is so.
Them 20 now.
20 the other say so cry to 20 10 come the other time no follow.
Black Stars.
This is our own.
This is our own. This is our own.
There are crucial games this weekend. It can make or unmake certain coaches.
My interest now. I'm not going to table to somebody.
Yeah, very tough game.
Last season, I'm shocking.
Yeah, trooper.
Kerala, a team. Less fancy proud to that game say hit and Gold Stars at the court game nobody could have predicted say Kerala Gold Stars because after that moment now no more some troubling issues patchy round me but they came there scored one goal Gold Stars try how much me against a Gold Stars team or more an informed striker. Almost what could lose it away. And they are coming back home. So the expectation is that for their points in the Bosnia, we will turn out to be one of the most competitive Ghana Premier League. And the reason in Tia there's been a high level of sanity in terms of security. Most venues of Ghana Premier League because of the referees and so intimidated.
Yeah.
Because of the Ghana League now, hardly would you see away victories. But in your weekend beer this season, in your 3-4 away wins.
Oh, yeah, matches
which previously now we the best Ubenya draw. Now goes so as a league. So Kaila Eban again or Modeba. Kaila bow home to dreams about 1-1. They lost 4 against Kotoko. So we a team now was strong. Gold Stars sit position 16 points. Oh yeah, baby, Kerala Dana. We had 3 points better than Kerala. But this game, sort of game, who knew what to expect?
Now league now competitive this weekend. Based on the league table and the points in the more.
My enjoy league, so far game now. Ordinarily, Senki go back to 2 seasons ago. Kana over has said on that top no bear 15 points. Omo Kana 11. You see?
Well, new we are no about.
So me enjoy the league so far with games level and Bechem United struggle. And they have been forced to make changes in their technical area. Even Omo will not settle for this. 11 Wonders our bigger issues. They are playing home to Mediama. How do you stop Mediama? That will be the question. 11 Wonders 3 Luzi against Diana Kosho Mo. So
everyone there's normal a change of winner how
team are more struggle year pa. And I'm sure all blast. I try House of Folk. And you game on Modiama coach according to supporters he say lose get sacked.
Because the supporters club in Modia.
I'm say they are not even settling for a draw. House of Folk also lose it to Kotoko. They will need a better response, a quicker response.
Yeah.
So almost typical game will not create defeat. It will raise a lot of conversations. Yeah. Any positive conversations. So there is a lot at stake this weekend. Kotoko enter this weekend with an unbeaten record against a team. Also at top of the table. Omo the right signings and a coach also in Ghana League then so. Any Chuba Arifik. He knows the Ghanaian game. On Sunday against Kotoko Babayarano, and also quite a difficult game. I think I had a top liner of the weekend. A lot is at stake in this particular game. But there are few games that me interest no my born Go Stars as against Kerala United. Swedro Oblast House of Folk. 11 Wonders Mediama.
Yeah.
Asante Kotoko. And Ediana Stars. A big game and ever so your league net level be a momentum never fan. I feel say we in the media and for us are concerned, say you projecting of fact from that level na air corner. I think say league in the that sort of trashing and as attention and press your league in Enya. That is the reason I make clamor for the Ghana Premier League games na ebaso. Heart of Lions so is our team now. There will be the dark horses in this year's Premier League because beating them has proven to be very difficult. Against Kotoko and Timi Anshano. House of Folk also in Timi Anshano. Omoni team omotimi travel away and recorded 4 goal margin and win Omunya. So Capo, your league and easy sir. Check the points accumulation. After 9 games, you got the 10th game, which should give you 30 points. It be a team points. Sabates echo mediama echo 5 points. In the game, no, this weekend is crucial. This weekend matches is crucial because Gold Star would want to catch up with Ediana, especially with Kotoko playing against Ediana. Anything, everything yes.
Let's see. Kerala super so close here.
Ediana can drop points for Gold Stars to catch up with them. Equal points.
Wow.
So what it send
yeah.
And also baby Pando Heart of Lions or Dana. And also with a win, let me climb to the top of the table. Mediama so far win away, they can climb to the table. So you have 3 potential clubs and I say 2 clubs are this weekend. Results are in their favor no and more back up. That is the contest I hear. So Mediama with 16 points any top 4 Gold Stars with 16 points in the top 4. That should tell you send your Ghana League, Makanda that said a league of managers. Ibrahim Tanko with Mediama, Shuba Aristik with Ediana Stars, Kwasante Kotoko, Ubenya Karim Zito, House of Folk Didi Dramani, Koho United, Nations FC Achinji Asakofa from Paul Manso. So a lot is at stake. Now one of the coaches are the big boy, big namer. This season, the watcher and the Kakra, and in the reason Tia and watcher, I have someone board with Brekum Chelsea.
And your crowd.
After 9 games, they have 8
points. And your crowd.
That tells you it's a quality and good coaching and a call on the same journey. Until you can have a proper coach, but the quality, deficiency, was I'm a coach in a bread. Look at name. So just imagine say all these players, Brekum Chelsea, performing to the optimal level. They will be in the top 4, also chasing to be top or fighting to be in the second position. So Ghana League in area, this weekend there were a lot of interest and send your fixtures never.
Yeah.
And then you been here share. Or China you be monitor house of game.
Sunday, yes, I witness it.
Yeah. Share the busy. Oh baby any because we were interest. Oh baby any game. No. Mean the sort of Karela baba.
Yeah.
But the last season one and I say
new Karela.
The experience of Africa Robert because once you play in Africa, Capo open it change you how you see the game.
Yeah.
Or mentality.
Any BB
so I'll keep an eye on Gold Stars game. No?
Okay.
These are the venues games Basu weekend.
That's it. New Bray.
Yeah, exciting games.
90 minutes still.
Into me. The game na me share see you na. Omoda so boy, o the goes ngugu nchen kra no. Omoda so boy, e no ma me kasa fa ho because call and dey to very nice na me hwe ho. Your office no minister Vone Akomedi Nkomo no. I wanted to say this. You do friendly games, I prepare the work a bigger tournament. Your preparatory games are your ball, friendly games are your ball, non-competitive games. You know, ni na no ya na results no pa ni ade a show. Nemo results no ba e wa ade a eno so ye de maye.
101.3
confidence boost. The new energy ne back camp and all of that. But ya na ye roles are de ma individuals no. How am performing?
Yeah.
Collectively your strength. You crab born, you crab born, I ain't fan a touch ma. As I say, a repair, I ain't fan a crack with that. As I say, your patch before the major tournament. These are some of the things we look out for. And you may say, and then your goalkeeper Babadam with Joseph for consider 2 goals. Medical catcher will say, clean sheets. Yeah, the more defenders and goalkeepers. But it's a collective work.
Clean sheets, no.
Clean sheets. Now attackers started pressing if we so and you defending no ma started. Okay, now ball no cottonet. Na attacker number 9 about post no na about a goal area no about clear free line so. Your post keeper na the clean sheet because number 9 in clean sheet no. But the clear line if you so na ref in the poor ball no. But that clearance na keeper na the clear as keeper na akodi baby na number 9 striker about clear ball no. But the member keeper in defense. So sometimes I look way beyond just the statistic. Na the person make kakra say Benjamin Asare and nka beda go post him na 2 goals ya atomu nka Benjamin na kiwa wu enka de baka ne bone no a wa start odi ofie no
because you will be that
kere kotoko de enum ne ko basa kes no we need change.
Yeah.
Amama na unnecessary pressure.
And you no crepa and one dem dey am go kasa
Capo ne nya Ghana for yeah Ghana for
oh is it
you know if you come out be free I am free you know your mentality e ka ben and we wouldn't have analyzed anything apart from 2 goals then notwithstanding the game na me huni ma bebre me catch say Japan for the bro yeso but they are not the elite guys.
Sure.
2 countries I know mu ko bo nya yakopan ya dom 2002 omo host World Cup no bi.
Yeah.
So you can't your born akwadru and niema your board mu akapo these 2 countries no munim pa except they don't have the quality and yamede maye no and no be example be sure say for so kwani bi na ado na afu wa share we wa pam opom ye chana o twitwa ne banche ane ne board ya enche oba be duaduane ne ba yero beteto amenanum na no obokwa ko he ne kwanse oba bi ode ne keke kakra gu no ne mire astati fifi.
Yeah.
And your bonus asase no enka ho. Yeah, Sunny Yakupo the talent and we don't struggle for talent.
Yeah.
And nothing the last make sure say me. Say national team GFA mame chance say set under 17 players from Ashanti region Kwa Fabra, I can have them. But yes, I can scout only Ashanti region. Many players 15 16 I'm telling you. Region when Kwamu. So you the talent they yamre na mbom aniema na e propagate the talent no hona ya na yaka no ye mirikafo your boxes other sporting within the same industry no or the football be kan ho Capo aniema no infrastructure modern day tools ama born ko wani mu no e honom na ya na ye bre no. So in my opinion no Japan kolapia be bre no bo e wo fie.
Yeah, homegrown players.
But they have the mentality of elitism.
Okay.
Shaboy Amunibo, oh, Bonubi. omo pia rough penetrative pa bo na ya pass you fe no duru ho no bi no and yes am hwe kra no madwa we can't read the game, the speed of the game no eboro so me kasa what say bo na badu ho wi a oja na fe no maduru sa na wo na yebo pepa no we here from easy
the highlight in we are to
the speed of the game no boro so na let's vote no
speed no
the bia me kan ma kai me nipa Nuruddin asema baka cheme o say coach nkoforo to say obaka da oyemotia
umwo ha
obaka da oyemotia
sports minister so na no okazo say Japan for no on bobo to say computer we are sharp
Uncle Bechem, Uncle Biani Mekantra Sankrofon ho. But I love necessary. Na dream no e slow kakra. But game no itself no e dwane.
Yeah.
And until na damage they ought to know. Or the original ho no. Our mental speed is different.
The original chain hunu mu. Chain what to do. And I'm fancy na o to one ka say.
None mental speed I drop it.
Yeah.
Oh say it's so what it's so piano I say.
Yeah.
The mental speed of the game, the more frustration no, the more say what dwane. Look, Japan football money boy. Omo train yama as I say at top level. Say per se beat whatever standard we set for ourselves. Our World Cup stage no we mo necessary show mo. E can we odi 2-0. Ahead of time when you ball Mexico ni US no. Near
Kokata.
Those two friendly games no. Mexico US omo drew san crofona ye kan mu bia o.
Yo Debbie.
Mexico US they have been there more tackle. And said the Poland the Kobe, and said the Belgium Kobe no. But don't want to talk and crofona American no. But we have gone to the World Cup and said Germany we should try.
Yeah.
Portugal,
US.
Oh boy, yeah, but what draw crazy for Uruguay. Then they had in Japan here saying trouble here. Look at how we are fumbling.
We are baffled.
Look at how we are fumbling. Japan for those who say carrying Capo, they be around fire because they need to win to boost their confidence.
Oh yeah.
It's not necessary. Yeah, bobo we are. See about 3 or 4 million. Do from 86.
We go more the I target Korea for this angle.
We are not fire because you
can't watch Eritrea for the
you set a 4-nation tournament to be Eritrea, Somalia,
no boost here.
You have Biafra or more Munjira, you know.
Are we looking at just win or prepare ourselves well?
Sir. Now
Sivo has brought me to the point. Okay, so
just meet
any country no ase wo mu.
Even with the qualification a lot of us
in
him said they are crass still in the blast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Which we need to get that first before we ever go World Cup.
Yeah.
Because near Morocco acquire at the World Cup. We can't settle for any mediocre performance.
Yeah.
Now
we set a standard. No.
We need something that goes beyond the quarterfinal.
Yeah.
Because that is where we got to.
Yeah.
Now, did the same manager or the called the last World Cup in Echo.
Yeah.
Where the expectation is that he has learned a lot from the World Cup. And the failure of not qualifying for the AFCON. So we have the best manager. The best manager, not in terms of ABM preference and also preference as your choice of manager to lead the Blasters, but a manner occurred the last World Cup occur failure. You won't just a game. Inti say I call Japan, I call Lizu, but at the World Cup we met Korea and the show was a 3-2. We struggle against Portugal. We struggle against Uruguay. So our target should be say two continents, the creme de la creme of 2 continents. Ebia yenya to say bia Spain be friendly for Ghana. Na yenya
Portugal.
Share Argentina be and Southern America top guy bako.
Nenabo.
Test a holy near share the gap between how to prepare well for the World Cup. Because Somalia can't justify the quality of the Blasters.
My whole problem is to buy, he hasn't had a perfect system a
yeah
obiya ni mu say
na auto system tie
na mum auto de na akwa te say or adjusting according to the demands and the attitude of opponent,
okay,
the urban opponent in urban ni su ene ne ban eno to e dey adjusting it is so check games ni bia there are certain opponents pa na obi a we good observant you can predict say auto or free back opponents ni be you can say auto or free back Mali, Nigeria, Portugal, Uruguay, Japan, you can predict auto now drew Central African Republic as own suro no a no go fall back e hono ya na me consider more goals no okay Central African Republic ba say no you call fall back but it was an open game and Jordan nya hat trick on that day no Luis Mafuta susu nya hat trick no 4-3 so Otto not decided say in order to limit the chances of the opposition especially the be extra quality kakra why not 3 back no me share how our chances a bit never but in my little opinion we share a bit to say Thomas Brendan Asante and Semenua and the kind of wingers I one being power make some fit into the 4-4-2 line up on the bar and I'm catching Steve say team na me shade and Steve started 2 strikers and I'm so about 2 strikers na be started from a chino then all started we had to go back to our database systems to find out say we ni roll up boni then finally we centered on the free back he was centered on the free back and I'm before no so let me cry me person forward my Shadrack but looking at this I said say there'll be a bit of unfamiliarity in the team. Sibo, Francis Abu, how many times have they been playing together? So if you want to put them against Japan, it's a real big test. Experiment. It's a real big test. And number 2, that's not continuity from where you left the last time.
You start to be
yeah. What was the base of the method? Sibo Francis Abu so what is the continuity? There hasn't been a constant member on how be back kind of who continuity and familiarity. New guys are fighting for our future in the team. Then there has to be some level of understanding on FIFA. How do you get that against top opposition? Nipa na opesa wa just on Mount Brema on fire just on make Japan for say lower game be there, then those 2 guys can play. But the top side, Capo, what we have because of partner lazy. Number 2, how well have we analyzed Caleb Irenchi? Say ni no. Caleb, what if you say ni no? He's a young chap. I feel when you're not team crap kakra obobi. But right now, about the 3rd position for Blasters. No.
You settle on with position me is a Caleb Hanu jina.
And now we take Thomas Tuchel and Komano about Jude, Kopama, Morgan Rogers, Phil Foden. Oh, so 10. Or more my half 10, half 8, half 10, half 9 for no. No, I'm getting how because Jude should go on critique. And one acquired will be critique but naturally he's a certain Frank Lampard. When you go now, shall I be no beshe? Kopama is an actual creator, but he's also loved scoring. Morgan Rogers and do the standard of these 2. Phil Foden, top-notch guy. But about Foden, Jude, as Abo Kopama me and Sana Kahon. How are you going to get balance in that team? So the coach was talking about balance. Calibri and then bonus right wing back. Why?
On the M says the one because
about 2 about right wing back. What is this one position with team? But you saw about right back. But they are so check here. It's been about left back. It will be another ball half central. Start chop and change, say yanya MYA. Squad we've called about 30 players at this point. Couple, 2 for and see who say your number, your starting year when you are winnable. Seydou, Kingsley Schindler, Ebenezer Annan, Hirenchi, Asobia, Tariq Lamptey, Asobia engineering D. All the best of channel. Match Biania Usue. By standard, who say when they start, when you are winnable, or left to right, and say winnable. He say left back, once again, your man sana about the cannon. There has to be a competition for him. And you're Derek on. Perfect. So Derek to be 2 or so be it. 1 to be and 2 no but me a support no. Then we can still go. But at the new positions in Bino, a chop and change. We are always make can say you evaporate the basis of our team, no. Yeah, no. You need the basis in you. And some in your situation here be a hammer.
Yeah.
Some in your situation, no. When number 9 say Jordan bound the lead line, na some in your buffy in Chehadiaba. Yeah. Inaki ba obofri nche ene Jordan inaki ho ye probi be lead line no na ma dwiem sasemenyo na kebeko ho but all the auto the Thomas record top
okay
but me wa no Jordan inaki ba Thomas no onye bi makra but ene no Jordan inaki na ma no Thomas no a oba no no ko lead line no ene ye de semenyo no eto nche ho but Thomas was unproductive so means 9 no we are still looking for somebody ya de ho be share Capo. We have about 6, 7, 8 months left for the World Cup. But Otto, what qualify you? Your friendly games, you know.
Yes, okay.
One pressure be also.
Oh yeah, Ghana for be can one.
And me, I'm picking a leaflet from Steve Asemna Okanyenoa. Since Morocco, I reached the seminar here. We cannot go back to South Africa 2010 and celebrate anymore. Now the you say players na from waka you be mo chance mo kakra no you lose into okofa kra no kra ba na akwa bibia ho
suro ehu wo otuado World Cup no dem say enya 3 matches asemu na okay new me that say na face Steven Boadi na omo erem amaya the Black Stars of Ghana ye wiyen game no you lose 2-0 at the Japan for and there easy.
Yes, boss.
Already
Adam.
Easy.
Something I want to do.